Thank you, Tim.
Should be a fun one, Sandy.
Well, we've got some unusual mixes on the court. And so I'm not making any call on this one. It's two new teams, and, we'll see how it goes.
First point goes for Barrios Daza. Daza on the right, Barrios on the left.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Daza and Barrios have played together for quite some time and won the Bolivian Nationals several times. I mean, they've been there, they've played it, they've done a lot.
And then we do have the new team of Enriquez and Lots. And that's, both of them very good players. Lots an excellent doubles player. So this could be one of those teams that you don't expect to do well, that has the potential that does really well.
Could be a long match, if I'm honest.
I expect it to be, yes.
We're not seeing, in the last match, we saw kind of some sloppy play, some big unforced errors, some long rallies. This, I think, is going to be a much cleaner, much more strategic match than we saw in the last one.
Well, we're already not seeing any sloppy play by any of them. The points won have all been excellent points won.
Lots has had a good start to her season. And starts with that little soft lob down the right side.
Well, this game, we all know, is not one of pure power. So well-placed, soft shots can get you points.
Side out given. Avoidable hinder.
Yes. Short serve there.
Enriquez, not the double specialist like some players. Definitely feel like she's not her best playing doubles, doesn't feel as comfortable, look as comfortable, but she's still a clean hitter. She likes hitting great shots. She attacks a lot, and it makes her difficult to beat unless she's hitting unforced errors.
Well, and she has plenty of experience. Doubles may not be her favorite part of the game, but it doesn't mean she can't play good doubles.
Wait for it.
The confusion. Everybody
like,
saw.
Really?
For me?
For me? Barrios is the one player on this court who has been there and done it in singles. Not necessarily winning her titles, but is always there or thereabouts.
Right. Although she was it the World Games she did win, or was it?
Yeah. Well.
Or was it Pan Ams?
Games. It was Pan Ams.
It was Pan Ams, yes. Because it was in Pan Ams, because it was in Bolivia, right?
Yeah. My point is that she's always in the talk for a quarterfinal, semifinal, final. And I think if I'm Enriquez and Lots, we go to Daza, who is much less successful.
Yes.
On tour and internationally.
Well, and then let's see how good she is on this glass wall. It's a different play. We all know playing on a side glass wall plays differently. It's harder to see the ball. And I'm just going to tell you from the expressions on everybody's face, none of them like our ref and were not very, far into this game. They're all questioning the calls, and we're getting some looks.
Soft touch from Barrios. And they want to skip, but it looked good from here.
It looked very good
Sounded
from here.
Too. Barrios knows how to control pace so well.
Smart shot by Lotz.
Well, they have work to do. It's 1 serving 6. Very good serve again. Skip ball from Lotz. Sandy, something I think anybody watching can take away from this when it comes to ceiling balls is I see too many players trying to be too perfect on their ceiling balls going cross court. And so what happens is that ceiling ball hits the sidewall and comes up short. You're much better off just going down the middle than taking such a risk as to hit that sidewall.
Yes, if you hit a good ceiling ball, it doesn't matter where on the court it is. It's a good ceiling ball. They're going to have to return another ceiling ball, or they're going to try to shoot it, and it's too good, and they're going to skip it. But yes, trying to go cross court, hitting the sidewall, and then you put it in the middle. Now you've actually put it in the middle where they've got a shot
Short.
on it.
You put it in the middle short, yeah.
And there you see the mistake.
Yep, and a perfect pass from Barrios. Second bounce kisses the bottom of the back wall and floor, unreturned. Enriquez serving. That's a wrong call.
Oh, I thought that was a good serve.
Crotch is in.
That's what I thought. I thought that was a good serve. It looked really good, actually.
Yeah. And you see Daza just willing to go to the ceiling. And let Barrios take the shots.
Yes. Well, as in the match before, if I'm not the best player here and my partner can shoot like that, let me keep it in play. Get the errant ceiling ball, because it's not like Lotz and Enrique are putting in beautiful ones. Let her shoot. We get the point.
Should be an avoidable hinder. 6 serving 2. Enriquez and Lotz just do not seem to show any rhythm.
Well, they feel very uncomfortable. Look like they're very uncomfortable with each other. Oh, now that I'm not sure I would give a penalty on that.
I think a replay. Yeah, I think a
replay. Okay.
I don't think Barrios knew either. Daza strides forward after that splat winner. And timeout on the court taken by Enriquez Lotz.
A good one.
Probably later than I would have liked, given the fact that there is no continuity and rhythm. We're going to take a break too. We'll be back in just a minute. It's Barrios and Daza who lead. Daza serving, Barrios to the left. They've started very well, have Team Bolivia.
Very strong.
Enriquez looks at the back wall. Can't believe she got the bad bounce, but I didn't see a bad bounce.
I didn't see a bad bounce. And this one we actually can see it come off, and it looked like it came pretty clean here.
That's a pretty touch. Boast winner, sidewall to front wall. But it's 8-2, half out.
And Daza's playing extremely well. She may be the least experienced, per se, on the court, but she's actually playing very, very well.
Oh my, Daza and Barrios ran into each other on the right side. I like this from Cheryl Lotz, taking over a little bit. Her forehand is very solid. She doesn't make very many unforced errors. It's really Enriquez who's known for more of the shot making, but also the risk taker. There you go, Cheryl Lotz, forehand pitch winner.
When Cheryl has her confidence, she has confidence in her shots, obviously. And you can see it right now. She takes over she's letting her confidence put her in the position where she's making the shots, which ultimately is going to give her even that much of a boost. So I like to see that from Cheryl. I think it's something that she needs to do.
I like that call. It was very wide. Now it's Enriquez who rips the winner for a point.
Well, and here we have partner feeding off a partner. Cheryl steps up and, Lotz starts hitting her shots. Enrique feels it. She starts hitting hers.
So you've seen a shift in tactics from Enriquez and Lotz, where one moves in front of the other in an I formation. Not an I formation to cover somebody who's maybe weaker. This is an I formation that's deliberate.
Well, it's working. It is working. Well, and here you have Barrios skipping the last two shots. So, now her technique is waning just a little bit.
Not that time.
No. And that time, she stepped into it and she swung, and that's the result. And 2 bounce get called.
Nine serving 6.
And you see just a little more confidence in the play of Lotz and Enrique. They're actually like they want to win this instead of let's just go through the motions. So it's like they're actually taking shots, hitting their shots. And that was a nice serve by Lotz.
7-9. I think that timeout really changed things. They were down 7-2, took the timeout, and they've really shifted back into. It really seemed Bolivia playing a little more sloppy as opposed to Lawson and Enriquez ripping winners.
And smart there by Daza.
Going behind the back of Enriquez. Half out. It's kind of a lull here in the club. We've had a very busy evening.
Well, and sponsored doubles has been going on earlier, which is, exactly. I went back there and I'm like, oh, no wonder we have kind of a party vibe going because we had sponsored double going on. We can't see it because it's down it's down the row and our view is kind of blocked. But
well, I saw some of the pros playing together on the court. It's like, are they practicing for tomorrow? Why aren't the courts full tonight? I'm really confused.
Yes,
so that would explain it.
There you go. We'll have a replay on that. And you see the shots are coming, they're coming crisper, they're lower, there's more power from these shots.
Eight serving 9. Back in it are Enriquez and Lotz. This will be tough. And a point.
Wow.
Enriquez, I really was just hitting it as hard as she could because it was up against the wall.
It's basically pretty much the only shot she had, and she got a winner out of it.
Nicely done. Lotz had to cover the pinch. Barrios soft hands down the left side. 2 bounces.
Short serve called.
What a number of replays in this game so far.
Well, we had a number of avoidables, too, at the beginning, so
yeah,
they're playing, they're playing close, which is why we're having so many replays. They are playing each other close, they're playing tight. And they're a winner by Cheryl Lotson to the front right corner. And that's her corner. She hits that pinch so well. She just doesn't take it when I think she should. obviously she can't do it every shot, but there are times when I think instead of taking that, she'll play a safer shot. She'll, which doesn't always work out well.
Very well done from Nancy Enriquez.
And you saw just a tiny bit of confusion between them. It came up the middle, but you saw lots look at Enrique and say, "You've got this. This is your forehand. You should be the one taking that shot."
Okay, timeout was taken by Barrios, and Daza were doing the same.
I'm Carla Munoz, and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
Sorry about that, everybody.
We had a photographer right in front of us. Poor Dylan.
He was very enthusiastically showing everyone his photos, but it meant we couldn't see any of the
Yeah, we were pretty much blocked. And we love Dylan, so don't get me wrong there, people. But
well, Sandy, I'm trying to figure out what's changed. I mean, we know that Enriquez and Cheryl Lotz haven't made many mistakes. They've hit some shots, but to me, Bolivia have really gone off the boil.
well, because they're not hitting any shots. Instead of commanding and taking their shots, they've started to kind of be complacent, and they're not hitting the ball. They're trying to place the ball, and when they do shoot, and there's a rare one that they haven't done in the last 5-10 minutes, is she actually shot the ball 3 inches off the floor with some pace.
Well, now it's their chance. They're back in. It's 9 serving 12.
Yeah, but they've gone from being up
7. They were up 7-2.
right.
That's a good call.
Yes,
Daza was there.
but you see who started the aggression. It was Lotz.
Yeah.
I mean, and so then Daza's having to run to try to get there.
And a skip on the right side. Jenny Daza. I do like the fact Enriquez and Lotz made the attempt to color coordinate. Come on, Bolivia. I know you have Bolivian national uniforms you could be wearing right now.
They weren't the same color shorts. It's just the shirts, you know. And there we see the beautiful wide angle pass.
Renee Rodriguez over to our left. She's playing on one of the other courts.
Oh, and Lots wants that back. That was right at her racket, and she missed it.
13-9. I love that from Enriquez, taking the ball early. So many,
Yes.
I see this a lot in Central South American players hitting that around the world. And
It's
take it in the middle. Never let them do it.
Well,
Take it in the middle because the ball's coming across the middle, which means you're in the middle. And if you have the skills, that point is over.
Yes.
Instead, we see a lot of people backtracking to the back.
right,
of
or
the
they're
court.
trying to get, trying to catch it in the back, put it back up to the ceiling.
And if you
They-
can hit that, take that around the world early, then
Absolutely.
all of a sudden you've taken away one of their best shots.
Well, and you eliminate all the confusion.
Right.
With the around the world, it's like everybody's trying to scramble because you're
Right.
trying to guess where's the ball going to go. You cut it off. You've got them coming to the back, trying to get in position for you having to take a shot from the back of the court, and
And
yeah,
if you can take one or two good ones, if you can put one or two good ones away, then you've said, hey, you know what? You can't hit that anymore, and they have to hit ceiling balls, so maybe they don't practice ceiling balls.
right.
And all of a sudden,
Well, and then you say, yeah, come on, go ahead, keep hitting that because now you know what I'm going
Yeah.
to do. And guess what? I've hit 2 in a row.
yeah.
Keep doing it,
Yeah.
and we'll see how high a count I can get. So yes.
So we saw a timeout on the court.
Well,
Taken
and
by-
it's 14-9 after having been down 2-7.
Yeah.
So definitely a change in thought process from Enriquez and Lots, and it's worked. And then Enriquez just lost that on the side wall.
Opportunity. Another. Look how far up. Look how far up Bolivia are standing. When I see that,
It's
my immediate thought is wide
angle.
angle.
Yes, it's just a recipe for it. It's like perfect. You guys, they're both standing almost in the service box. Your wide angle doesn't even have to be perfect. You just have to get it past them and keep it off the back wall.
Ooh.
And there you saw Barrios do the cutoff of the around the world. She didn't put it down. They ended up winning the point, but that's because Lots couldn't put the return down. But it's the same. It's the same. It works. It works, people. It works. And there, the beautiful serve by Daza. And now,
Yeah, I think it's wise. All of a sudden,
Yes.
Bolivia seemed to have found a little bit of something. And it's Enriquez and Lots who take the timeout. So cagey first game. We'll be back in a minute to find out who wins it.
I'm Carla Munoz and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
We're back in.
we'll see if this timeout turns out to be a good timeout or not.
No, Daza, ripping forehand winner.
Well,
Teresa
one
Cardozo.
accomplished. One accomplished.
There's the around the world. We have a replay. I don't know about that, but then if I'm Charlotte Saifam, you know what? Okay, because I was behind Daza while Daza was striking, so maybe be okay with that.
No, that was point, I think.
Was it?
I think so.
I thought I heard replay. Lots of defense from Lotz and Enriquez.
Oh,
now they get their chance. And Barrios skipped it. What a long rally. Could that be crucial?
At this point, yes.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Cheryl Lotz. I'm not sure what she was trying to do, but Daza just stuck out her racket.
Just put it down. And here we are, 14-14.
Little conversation between Daza Barrios.
And there it is, once again. Because look where Enriquez was. She was at the short line.
Is that first game?
That is first game.
Our scoreboard caught up. We're struggling to hear the ref over the pounding.
Yeah, we've got
dance music in the background.
As we said, we have sponsors double going, so it is the party
lively.
attitude.
It is lively.
It is lively, and we do have music, so we cannot hear our ref. So that's why, and we're around the corner on the side of the court. The ref is at the back of the court, so we are having a little issue trying to hear the score. So
okay, 2 minutes. We're back for game 2. And we're back in. The dance music thumps behind us. The
Party
Sandy
Central.
dances.
The party
Good job
Central.
We don't have the commentator cam on.
Thank
Sandy.
heavens we don't have the commentator camera going.
Hope you're enjoying the coverage. This is day 1 of the US Open here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're at the beautiful University of Minnesota. And it really is a spectacular campus and facility. This facility is massive.
Yeah, I felt like I went to the locker room and I almost couldn't find my way back out.
Yeah,
It's
like,
huge.
Where is the locker room?
Yeah, I did find it, and I'm like, oh my heavens, I need a map to get out of here. It's huge, but it's beautiful. It's got beautiful buildings. It's got a wonderful blend of old design and new design, and the gym here itself is huge. It's got like what, 4 floors, I think.
Ball was caught good. Does indeed. 12 racket courts. I don't know how many squash courts, but there's a lot as well.
Oh, I didn't
know.
even find the squash
No,
courts.
I don't know. I just saw them walking around the building through a window.
Nice.
Should have brought my 57 ball, Sandy.
Ooh, I'll have to look. I may have actually stuck one in my bag. I'll have to look and see if I put it in there.
Squash 57 at 3-wall ball in a few weeks' time. $2,000 in prize money.
And I hope it goes
Wish
well.
I was playing.
You
Can't
just
believe
want the
I
money,
can't
I
go.
know you.
Yeah. I raised the money to give it to myself.
Well, I mean, you know,
Darn it.
just because you raised it doesn't mean you can't compete for it,
Yeah,
but
that's right. Better start for Enriquez and Lotz.
much better.
They lost the first 15-14, but
Well,
they are at a 4-0 lead.
And they had a lapse. They started off the game very poorly, made an adjustment, got to 14, and somehow the adjustment went out the door. So they've got to find that back and try to get this to go to game 3.
And I like this going after Daza. She's hitting loose balls and then taking the shot rather than going to the ceiling.
Yes.
A little change up from Lotz that was not successful.
Well, I like the idea,
Yeah.
but the serve was not good.
In the chat box, 2 squash courts on the under end that I saw. 2 is more than none.
You got that right.
Oh, it made it. And then Lotz is not happy with something.
I'm not sure if she thought that she couldn't take her shot, or I'm not sure. But I like this. She's not happy. Let me take my full 10 seconds. And you see Cheryl Lotz doing what I believe people should do. When someone has a very good Z serve, don't let the serve Z. Cut it off before it hits the sidewall.
Two serving 5. Fist pump from Lotz. I said this could go tiebreaker at the beginning, and
Yes, you
I
did.
think I just get that feeling that's where we're going.
Well,
Why not start off with a late evening on day 1?
Well, of
It
course.
is the U.S. Open.
It is, and I just have an early match in the morning. So, what is the problem with that? You know, nobody
Singles
sleeps
or
at the
doubles,
U.S.
Sandy?
Open. Oh, everyone who knows me knows I don't play singles anymore.
Oh, well, then you should be fine. Your partner carries you anyway.
But it's true. Has your back healed yet, Tim?
No, that's why I'm not playing this tournament.
Right.
Oh, Nancy Enriquez almost made it.
And I'm just going to say, Enriquez does not look comfortable on the backhand. She does not at all look comfortable on that side of the court.
That's where she looks comfortable. That was a nice backhand. A little high on that pinch, but Daza half step slow.
And see, there you go again. Do not let the ZZ. And it worked.
What's up, the racquetball dude, Ricky Betts?
One down.
A little conversation in the back of the court.
Yeah, I'd love to know what they're talking about, wouldn't you?
Well, I bet they'll tell us after the match, maybe, if we asked them.
Dean Bear, voice of the IRT, dancing behind us. That's
Okay,
'cause he's done for the
trying
day.
very hard not to looking
That's
at
'cause
the
he's
dancing
done
bear
for the
behind
day.
us.
The dancing bear.
The dancing bear behind me.
Oh my gosh, that's his nickname from now on.
Nice shot by Enriquez right there. And you see they're actually attacking the ball. They're not letting, they're playing the ball. They're hitting, they're putting their shots down, and that's truly the difference here.
And then Barrios with an unforced error on the left side.
And we've got another timeout here.
6 serving 2.
It's a good time.
Yeah, we saw it at 7-2 in game 1. We're seeing it in 6-2 in game 2. It looks like we're heading to a tiebreaker, but we saw what happened in game 1. We'll find out after this break.
You want to stand here. This way, if your opponent's over here, you can hit it away from them all the way over there, down the line. If they're all the way back here, hit it way up close up there. Wait a minute. We're definitely not going to do it this way.
And we're back in, everybody. 5 points in a row, followed by 2 points for Barrios Daza. And the timeout worked.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's worked every time tonight that someone has taken a timeout and been able to sight out their opponent.
I'm trying to hear the score because the scoreboard says 8-2 now. Something happened. We'll catch up. It was a thrash of the racket from Enriquez.
Well, she seems to be getting caught. It's like she lets the ball go,
Yeah,
but it's not coming off the
8.
back wall.
Groans from behind us in the stands as Barrios tries to jump, but
Gets
that
caught.
jump was not too high and paid the
No,
price.
yeah, she jumped, but I always tell them jump higher.
Yes. Or get out of the way.
That's a whole lot easier, in my opinion. But
Well, you've got 2 options there, right? You can jump higher and stay in the middle, or you can move to the side and be ready.
Yes.
The difficulty is if you jump in the middle, is the ball past you before you land? That's the risk you're taking.
Right. Or the side is, if you jump, can you then get your balance and move to get to the ball?
Yep.
And I saw it in another match earlier today. The guy jumped twice, and both times he got beat because he's in the air and his opponent hit the ball away from him. No way to get back on the ground and move back to it. Now, I'm going to tell you, yeah, there's times where you're pretty much going to have to, where you're going to take a ball somewhere. But
Enriquez has to put this down and does
ended
so
very nicely. Very nicely done.
8-4. 8 serving 4.
Oh, Enriquez has got to get there to that one. But you saw, Lotz saw the same thing I was. The ball was getting by Enriquez. She went over to cover her. Now, Enriquez did get that one, but Lotz was there to cover the shot in case she did not.
Excellent shot from Barrios. I was just going to say, this is where you want Lotz and Enriquez to really step on the gas, to really put their foot on it and say, this second game is over, but we're not seeing that.
No, we're seeing more defensive. It's coming back to where they're playing more defense instead of offense. And we're now at 5 serving 8. And this is where they have to stop the momentum. They're going to have to do it with their shots. And very nice wide angle there by Nancy Enriquez. Just hard enough to get it past Daza, soft enough to not come off the back wall.
Well done, Nancy Enriquez. Daza did well to get out of the way of that ball. Really?
She did very well. She sucked it in.
Breath.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot to suck in on Jenny Daza, but she got enough in to get out of the way.
You have to know, if you're in doubles and that ball is tight against the sidewall, they cannot hit cross court. They can go down the line or they can splat. You have to cover that splat. You have to know it's coming.
Yes.
A little generous, I thought, but a safety hold-up replay. Daza was stuck, let's be honest.
She didn't have much of a shot anyway. She got a freebie. That's not, I'm not going to give her that one. Oh, I wouldn't, because she's got her shot. She's got straight in. She's got cross court. Enriquez is out of the way on that.
Well, the same, right?
Lotz knew it was coming.
Enriquez has to cover down the line, and so Lotz has to cover the pinch. And if it goes wide angle, that's on Enriquez to get.
Yes. And because she has the time to get there. She's already in the back. All she has to do is come across court and catch it. And the thing is, if Lotz had taken a couple steps up, one, she would have gotten it. Two, Barrios would have felt the pressure.
Still 5-8.
And there's just a little miscommunication.
Oh, yeah, I saw Barrios turning her wrist over as she hit that ball, which is why it went down instead of flat.
Instead of, yeah.
Replay, says Christina Amaya. Yeah, there was a little contact, but I'd like him to play through that. It looked nominal.
It was, I mean, it's kind of like brushing shoulders with somebody in the crowd.
I'm watching Cheryl Lotz' coach. I get a lot of, you got to keep an eye on him. He's fun to watch because you can tell what he's thinking sometimes. A bit like Carlos Quadri, but less jittery.
He sits still.
Excellent shot, Barrios. 7-8 tiempo. 7-8 timeout on the court taken by Lotz and Enriquez. We'll be back in just a minute. Seven serving 8.
You'll see how well this timeout was planned.
I like the idea from Enriquez, but she didn't hit it.
No.
She pushed it. She tried to.
Well, that comes from lack of doing it, so there's no confidence in the swing, so I'm just going to be sure I connect with the ball instead of just taking a swing at it.
Another point for Barrios Daza.
And smart. She had a lot up front, and Enriquez could not get there to cover.
Just feel that momentum shift again. I mean, 5-0, they were up.
Well, and it's almost like they're no longer on offense. They've switched to defense. It's like, okay, we're just going to play defense now. And
Cheryl
it's like,
Lotz has to step up like she was in the early of the second game and rip some of those winners.
Yes.
And Daza, fortunately for them, gave them an unforced error.
Because they weren't producing the errors, I mean, the winners themselves. So, yes, it was a gift.
And there's a gift as well. Enriquez getting stuck on the left side wall.
And, you know, there were a couple of those shots where I thought she could have shot the ball instead of going back up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And here we are. And that's what happens. We've gone into playing defense. We're not shooting the ball. We're just keeping it alive, even when we have the shot.
Are you trying to win it, or are you trying not to lose?
Big difference. Because if you're just trying not to lose, you're going to lose.
Not always.
Yeah, but you're going to generate it.
I think it depends on the level of play. You go play bees. When I played bees, it was about Who
Not
survives the endurance test.
who skips the least. Yes. At this level,
You got to take your shots.
you have to shoot
Look
the ball.
at that, Jenny Daza.
And okay, so
Crowd
here what
like it.
happens. They're going to play defense, fine. We'll play offense. This is not a football game. It's where you're on one or the other.
Excellent from Cheryl Lotz that time, covering for her partner up front.
Well, she's going to have to step it up because she's the one that stepped it up earlier. She's the one that got aggressive, and she's going to have to find that again if they're going to win this game.
Well, that means Enriquez has to stop hitting it, right? Look where they're hitting the ball. That's a great shot
And there,
from Lotz.
and there, she did exactly what we said she has to do. She's got to step up, hit the ball, put the ball down. Now, one thing that has changed is Daza is no longer using that Z serve. She's gone to the lob. Lotz is having a lot more trouble with that lob. She can not do anything with it but return a lob.
Oh, she didn't. Yes, she did.
Made it. Oh, my heavens. Oh, my heavens. Yeah.
That was astonishing.
Between the leg roll up.
And another excellent ceiling ball and another unforced error left side Enriquez. And at some point you go, all right, do we play I formation? Do we switch sides? Because now we're getting close to match.
We're running out of time, so keep doing the same thing, and unless Enriquez steps up her game.
Oh my goodness, Enriquez, that was not good. $11-8. That's better.
Much better. Well, Enriquez just looks so uncomfortable in the last 5 feet of the court. She just does. It's like she doesn't know what she wants to do with the ball. She's not getting to it.
That was an unusual bounce. It wasn't called by the official.
Well, and nobody on the court seems to be
Well,
complaining.
Barrios was, but she didn't raise her hand. She just like, what was that? And kept playing.
Well, there you go. If you're just going to go, ooh,
Yeah.
interesting. The ref's going to go, well, you must not have minded too much.
That time Daza raised her hand, but really Barrios was the one in the way.
Her own partner was in the way. It wasn't anyone else.
It's a replay. Oh, nice shot from Barrios. We're an hour in, Sandy, and we're still in game 2.
Well, nobody's really taking control.
Yeah, nobody's
It's
the
almost
dominant
like
player.
Right. They alternate both teams. I'm just going to play defense for 5 or 6 points, and then I'm going to get aggressive maybe and shoot.
One of the comments on the stream was it's a sloppy game. It is.
Yes.
At the beginning of the match, we talked that it wouldn't be. And the first game wasn't. Well, they tried to switch sides, Enriquez and Lotz, and it didn't work. Side out.
I think part of our problem here is we've got two right-hand players. We've got two right-hand side players, and neither one of them is totally comfortable on the back end. They're both capable of playing it, but they're not comfortable playing the whole game there.
Wow.
Nice.
That was unusual.
Well, but she attacked the ball. She went after the ball. She didn't hesitate. She didn't hold up. She didn't push it. She shot the ball.
Another point, 12-8. I think it goes back to, as I said earlier, Enriquez is not, I think, a comfortable doubles player.
Right.
She doesn't look comfortable on a doubles court, not like singles. Singles, she looks at home. It's all her court.
Right. Well, yes. I mean, there is something to saying some people are not comfortable on the left-hand side. They're not comfortable playing doubles. Doubles is not that much different than singles. I mean, yes, it is different. Obviously, there's extra people on the court, but and you hit the same type of shots. It's just a matter of what shot you're going to hit that's going to work better in doubles than it does in singles. And obviously, we all know there are certain shots that are, you roll it out, it's good. It doesn't matter who's on the court. But Enrique she just needs to calm down and play her game and realize, okay, I only really have to cover so much of the court. Take advantage of it. You've got more time to set up.
And I think we have to credit Daza in particular in this match, who I would have gone after time and time again. They've gone after her, and she's not hitting the unforced errors. As a consequence, Barrios is hitting shots, and here we are. It's 13-8.
Well, yes, they're going after Daza. If Daza's not putting it down, she's keeping it in play, and she's keeping it in play with good shots. She's hitting good ceiling shots, and like she just did. Enrique was up, but she wasn't ready for it to come to her like that. So she's really not ready for whatever Daza's shooting at her.
No. Match point number 1. Almost match at that serve. Lotz didn't get it. And just like that, it's game, it's match for Barrios Daza, who claim it 15-14, 15-8. Well, we wanted to see what the Lotz and Enriquez combination would work. They had spurts,
yes,
but really it didn't gel that well.
No, the potential is there. It's just a matter of, do they want to work at it? They've got games that actually can complement each other, but if Enriquez is not going to be a doubles player, then it doesn't matter how much we work. If she doesn't get comfortable playing doubles, there will never be chemistry because she'll always feel like she's not in the right place, or this isn't what I want.
I think part of it, too, might be that she would prefer to play the right side. And when she plays with Daniela Rico, they play very well because she does play the right side.
Yes.
And I think it's just a case of her not feeling comfortable.
Right.
Credit Daza Barrios. They move on. All right, one more match coming up. Players are going to warm up. We'll get to it in just a few minutes.